Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me, your favorite crowdfunding news and reviews channel here on YouTube. So today we're going to talk about Easycube. This is a Kickstarter project, only 4 days to go, so I'm going to put this one out. By the time you see this, I guess Monday morning, should be 2 days to go, but hey, hurry up and get it before it's gone. I think this is our closest ever. This is like 101%. Just past the goal. Hopefully it'll get a little bit more before it ends. So as you can see from the title and from the picture, the ultimate fun modular building blocks. Build your own robots with Easycube. Simple, fun, and easy to assemble. Education in an entertaining and engaged way. Ultimate building blocks construction system. So this is like, yeah, exactly what it says. Modular building system. But it includes some power as well. So it has like a remote control function, etc., etc. Let's talk a little bit about it. Maybe I can even skip the video for now. But basically, it has some of these blocks have motors in them, some of them have batteries in them, and they can also accept signals from a remote control. So with that, you can basically make remote control toys of various types. And they also include, this is actually pretty cool, a Lego adapter. So you can basically stick one of these on there and then build this, or at least use this in Lego devices as well. So yeah, they make all kinds of really cool things. Okay, this is obviously CG. This guy in their video, this is the guy in their video, he's assembling like a remote control car. They make a boat. They make a little walking spider. You know, you name it, bridge. This is supposed to be a drawbridge. So some of these are just regular blocks. Some of them are actually the powered ones. A few of them are the powered ones. And so apparently, yeah, it's you know, all kinds of different size, different kits. Do anything you want. It's taking a while to load there. I think some of these animated GIFs are just too big. And if this looks familiar, looks a little bit like Minecraft, it's because apparently that was the inspiration. So I guess this is sort of an homage, as it were. Modular design, yada yada yada, showing some of the stuff, same stuff. Okay, so this is the little adapter block for Legos. Anyway, this is what's in the box. So you can get the basic kit, which includes some tracks and some wheels and some. This is a little remote control, actually. I guess it's one axis remote control. And this is the one with the motor in it, and this is the one with the battery in it. All the details you could want. You can actually go through this. It's quite a lot. They demonstrate stuff. They show it. I guess this is the actual manufacturing prototypes for the molds, etc. And these two guys are the ones behind it. This guy apparently is afraid of drowning because he's wearing a life vest. Mr. Tao and Mr. Zhang. So these guys apparently, yeah, he actually explicitly says, like, after he saw Minecraft, he decided to come up with this idea. They were like bio majors. I'm guessing they're based in China, or they're obviously from China. The project says it's from San Francisco. And I don't know who the white guy is, but apparently he's not either the CEO or the CMO. Here's our basic kit, 49 bucks. That's actually not bad. If you guys have ever gone and looked at how much Legos cost, I was surprised that they're insanely expensive. You know, like 10 bucks, forget about it. You can hardly get like a minifigure for more than a few dollars. You know, anything decent size is like $20 to $30, and anything fancier is like hundreds of dollars. So basically, I'm never going to buy my kid Legos, real Legos, just because they're way too expensive. But so not only are these, you know, kits, but they're also, you know, high-tech ones. So Lego does do some electrification stuff and some educational things that actually have, like, you know, computer interfaces and whatnot. And they get really expensive. So these kind of prices, even if you get the early bird, not the super early bird, like even this is for a Lego type system, is actually quite reasonable. Let's actually look at a couple things here. So first of all, you can just pledge money. Here we go. So the basic version still available. They've got 99 left. Only one guy got the basic version. I guess the 50-something backers they had were mostly, how many are they? Yeah, 51 backers. They mostly went for the higher end ones. Where are all the people? Okay, so yeah, basically, people only really want the complete systems. They don't want to just get the dinky one. And it seems like most of them are up here. So one of the weird things, and these aren't the first guys that have happened to. You know, I guess yeah, okay, so 24. Like, sometimes these numbers don't all add up. If you actually added up all the backers and all the money, they don't come out right. This one actually probably should. So 24 times $80 is, a big chunk of that money. But still, okay, so engineering kits, super early bird still available. You can get it while it lasts. I guess this thing looks like it's pretty close to being done. So March doesn't seem too insane, even though that is literally like a month from now. I'm sure it won't be on time, but even if it's a little bit late, that's not so bad. They're very good about answering comments. That's one of the things I like to check. Only a few questions, though. Pretty good with the updates, too. So, basically they've given in perks and added information, and they've actually, one of the nice things in these updates is they've actually given more details. So, I don't know, maybe the previous one, they actually show additional things that you can build and things like that. So they've actually turned these, okay, there's a lot of typos in this actually. They've actually managed to make these things educational and entertaining in themselves. So adding additional info in here while keeping you updated. I'm sure in this case, because those are so quick, they probably had these already at the beginning. But it's cool that they're actually like giving you something to come back for. Anyway, let's just quickly play the video. The animation is actually quite good. The real life video is kind of crappy. This part's okay, so they show some sped up videos. At least they admit that it's sped up.
Today, we have a new gift for you guys. As you can see, our cubes have a new interface for easier sticking of our cubes.
Okay, he's a little too enthusiastic. Anyway, so he demonstrates building just like live on camera. Obviously, it's sped up, but
with this one controller, we can control any pieces: driving force, steering force, or any movements that you would like. Now, let's move on to our tiny cool engine.
Okay, his reading the script is a little annoying. One of the cool things is just at the very beginning.
New gift for you guys. As you can see, our cubes have
He demonstrates just a real simple motor.
Battery, as well as a signal receiver. This is our engine cube. The engine cube, we have gears and an interior motor.
Interior motor.
The interior motor is connected to this magnetic strip to our power cube.
Okay, kind of annoying that he's he's talking like that. But anyway, here we go. So he shows the Lego patch.
This is a Lego face piece that we can stick right to our Easycube. Grab onto your controller, and you can move them around. Now, with this one controller, we can control any pieces.
So, yeah. So one of the questions I have is that controller seems to control, I guess, speed control, one motor. So in the case of like this guy where you have, I guess, multiple drive motors and a steering thing, do you have to have two of those controllers? Is it like one to drive and then one to turn? I guess from the look of it, the receiver is actually in the battery, which means basically when you control it, it just turns the power onto the motor. So you're not actually controlling the motor, you're controlling the battery output. So in this case, do you need to have two batteries, or are there separate inputs and outputs from it? I guess, and do you have to have multiple controllers to do one for steering and one for power? They don't get into too much detail on this one. Maybe if I scan through a little bit closer, I could figure it out. But just kind of a question mark. But heck, even if it needs multiple controllers, that's not too bad. It's just like an RC controller. You get left and right servo control, whatever. So overall, pretty impressive. Just because I wanted to see what other stuff is out there. Back in the day, when I was in high school or even before that, Fisher Technic was the thing. Modular blocks or modular building things. And Fisher Technic was cool because it actually had, beyond just bricks, it had um, motorized things, and you could actually do controllers and whatnot. And so it's cool. I haven't looked at them in literally 20. When did I graduate high school? A long time ago, probably before some of you guys were born. Um, yeah, like it's around and it's still cool. And I actually checked, and according to these guys, there's actually even USB and Bluetooth controller systems now. So they've actually kept up with the where is it? Here it is. This is actually their 2017 catalog or whatever. And yeah, they actually have like Bluetooth controller systems now. So okay, maybe this is something that the Easycube could aspire to keep up with Fisher Technics. But this stuff is freaking expensive. I found this. This has got to be like the world's oldest web page that's still operational. It's still it's still up to date though. This is seriously 1995 level HTML design. Um, but look at these prices. So this is AUD, but still that's like at least 250 US or 100 something US for these Bluetooth controllers kit. So even a smartphone app, wow, smartphone is so so far beyond the HTML that this was written in. And just to show you how old this thing is, like they have all the old catalogs in here going all the way back to 2005. So this web page is at least from 2005. Anyway, it's kind of an aside here, but apparently it's still up to date. So kudos to whatever this is, Procon Technology, for having a little piece of history still on the web. Yeah, that's pretty old. Anyway, so some equivalent, there's stuff on the market that's interesting, similar, maybe a little bit more polished or fancy. They definitely have a lot more stuff. But I would say Easycube looks pretty interesting. This one looks like it's a little bit better tuned for younger kids. I think here's their actual official YouTube account version. But basically same stuff as on their main video. This one looks like, I think there's probably some age things. People were asking, at least in the comments, like, does it work for 9-year-olds or 10-year-olds? I think this one would totally work with any kid, I don't know, maybe over 7 or 8. Especially kids who love Minecraft is probably like, the awesomest thing ever for some of them. So anyway, totally support this idea. I'm going to give this guy a pretty strong thumbs up. Pricing, could be cheaper, but compared to, like I said, compared to Legos and Fisher Technic, these are actually pretty reasonable. The only, I guess, caveat I would have is you face the issue, especially because this is kind of like a new company that might not be around in a couple months or a couple years after this. After this thing comes out, who knows if it actually becomes like a regular product on the market. You face the issue of like, okay, I got one kit and I want to build bigger things, but now I can't get any more kits. Or maybe I break my motor or whatever, and I need to get another one because that's one of the critical parts, and it disappears. So I would say if you're going to do it, definitely don't get the small one. Apparently no one else wants to get the small one either. Go for a big one, or maybe buy 2 kits just so that you have a lot of pieces. Otherwise, you'll never even get to make something like this. I guess this is just a rendering. I don't think they actually make the gray parts or not. But get that. Get a lot of these Lego adapters because you'll always have more Legos, and that's actually pretty cool because I could just imagine you making a really cool Lego vehicle and then putting these cubes in the right spots so that you can power it and control it. So it's really versatile, or at least has, just like Legos, it has like a million options. You can build whatever you can imagine. So I wouldn't limit myself to just the basic kits. I would definitely go higher if it was me. So anyway, my kit's not old enough. I'm not going to buy it anytime soon, but that's just my suggestion. Okay, so thumbs up again. Click the link below. I think this one I'm going to do a kick booster. So if you do buy it, I will get a little commission, full disclosure. But I think even without that, I would definitely recommend it because I'm all about educational toys, especially now that I have a kid myself. If you have any questions or feedback, or if you're from Easycube and you would like to send us some so I can do a proper review, always welcome. Please leave a comment or send us a DM, either here on YouTube or check us out at Go Kick Me on Twitter or Facebook. See you guys later. Bye.